Let's all rise to sing our Philippine national anthem.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang mag-ibig, helos ng sinakanan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa mandulupin, di ka pasisingil, sa nagatang tugok sa simoy at sa langit mong bangaw, ay hinatang tula, tawid sa pagkayang minamahal, ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iinit, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pang ay di magtitingin, luman ang araw ng walhati pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaya na pagkay mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Please remain standing for the opening prayer. Let us all remember that we are in the holy presence of God. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Dear God, we thank you for gathering us here today as we open this new PVL All-Filipino Conference. We come before you with grateful hearts, acknowledging your presence in this moment and in all that we do. As we embark on this new conference, we humbly ask for your guidance to be upon each one of us, the players, the coaches, the team managers, the PVL board, the media, and all our supporters. Help us all to be instruments of your love and grace, fostering a spirit of unity, respect, and pure love for the sport. Lord, we pray especially for the players. May you grant them strength, resilience, and protection from injury, allowing them to play with confidence and courage. Let this conference be a celebration of the true spirit of sports, where talent, hard work, and camaraderie shine through. We also ask that you bless us all who are involved, guiding them with the discernment and fairness in every decision made. May each game and interaction be rooted in integrity and respect. As it says in your word, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord and not for human masters. Finally, we pray for a successful conference that will not only bring joy to those who participate and watch, but will also inspire and uplift everyone involved. May this event be a source of pride, hope, and joy for all. We offer this day and conference to you, Lord. May your will be done in everything we do. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen.
Thank you so much. That was Ms. Julia Coronel of the Galleries Tower High Risers, also an Alas Pilipinas player and the third overall pick in the recent rookie draft. Good morning, everyone. My name is Sinjin Reyes, and welcome to the 2024-2025 PVL Season Press Conference. Now, here in Novotel, Manila, we'd like to welcome everyone who's catching us live on the Pilipinas Live app, and thank you for watching us wherever you may be.
All right, well, this is my partner, Sinjin Reyes, and I'm Ziher Vasho. And speaking of Pilipinas Live app, good news to all our subscribers, because you may also join in the fun by sending in your questions in the chat box below.
And Z, I'm so honored to be here with you in this historical venue because we had the first rookie draft here, and now we're heading on to another historic event in the PVL today, now that we're opening a new season with a very exciting long All-Filipino Conference.
I know it's something that everybody is already looking forward to, so let's already begin.
And of course, we'll start off by recognizing some of our VIPs.
Of course, we have, for today, we have Mr. Ramon Suzara, President, Asian Volleyball Confederation and Philippine National Volleyball Federation. We also have Mr. Richard Palu, President, Premier Volleyball League. Of course, we have Mr. Sherwin Malonzo, Chairman of the Control Committee, Premier Volleyball League. We also have Mr. Miko Halili, Head of Sports Content for Signal TV.
We'd also like to recognize and thank some members and our partners from Signal TV. Of course, we'd like to recognize Ms. Shena Giolaso, the head for channel content and management, together with Ms. Risa Gilas. We'd also like to recognize PVL's Mr. Tony Boyliao, Ms. Rhea Navarro, Ms. Eleanor de la Peña, and from the PNVF, we also have Mr. Donaldo Caringal. Also from Pen 1, we'd like to recognize Mr. Carlos Campa, Mr. Leo Bacay, and Mr. Fred Fate. Thank you so much for joining us today in this wonderful event. Now, to kick things off, we'll be hearing a welcoming remark from Sports Vision President and Premier Volleyball League President, Mr. Richard Palou.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, we'd like to welcome all of you to our press conference for the 2024-2025 All-Filipino PVL Conference. We'd like to give a special mention here to our President of the AVC and the PNBF Federation, Mr. Tatsuzar, together with his Secretary General, Don Caringal, and of course all the other teams and their representatives with the players, and our friends from media with their photographers. Thank you very much for joining this press conference we're having today. First of all, our 2024-2025 All-Filipino Conference will be, for the first time, a really long conference. So far, it will be one of the longest conferences we're going to ever have. We'll start in November and we'll end sometime in May, April, towards the end of April or early May. So this will really be a long conference, and we're really excited about it. We know all the teams have been preparing very well, and we're looking forward to really a very good competitive conference. Again, thank you for joining us for this conference.
All right, thank you so much, Sir Ricky. Everybody is really excited for the All-Filipino Conference ahead. Now, it's time to hear a message from the official broadcast partner of the PVL. Let's hear a few words from Mr. Miko Halili, once again, Head of Sports Content for Signal TV.
Thank you, Z, and good morning to everybody. On behalf of everybody on Signal TV, the One Sports Pilipinas Live, we look forward to once again participating in the phenomenal growth of the PVL, working hand in hand with Sports Vision, and of course all the teams and all the players. We look forward to telling all your stories, all your inspiring stories, your stories of hard work, perseverance, and success. And we're committed to being there to do our very best in telling your stories, whether it's through our live coverage, through our original shows, which features many of the PVL superstars. We hope that hand in hand we help in putting together a memorable All-Filipino Conference for the PVL. Thank you.
I'd like also to welcome and acknowledge the presence of our marketing group, Pen 1. They're here. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you so much, Sir Ricky, and thank you, Sir Miko, for reaffirming the commitment of the broadcast partner for this upcoming conference. Now, we move on to a very special moment. We'll be hearing a special announcement from the concurrent president of the Asian Volleyball Confederation and the Philippine National Volleyball Federation, Mr. Tats Suzara. Sir Tats.
Thank you. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. I'd like to again congratulate PVL in this All-Filipino Conference. I think this is a big decision for PVL to have the longest 6 months season. This is the correct way. So I think the PVL made a correct decision because all club season is really 6 months. It starts in October, it ends in May. Hindi na yung putol-putol because there should be a more playing time for the players. Secondly, I'd like to congratulate also PVL and the coaches, the team managers, the management for supporting the Alas Pilipinas last year. we were able to get at least two bronze medal. We were able to beat Indonesia na, no? So hopefully our next target will be Vietnam. And of course, Thailand is not so easy. But again, thank you, team owners, for supporting this. You know, the national team is the national team. Whatever everyone says is always the national team. Kahit sinong player dyan is always the national team. And I know the commercial value of PVL is so high, and I hope that this will also be controlled, no? Because if we increase too much salaries of the players, they tend to think only about the salaries, but not to play, okay? And I hope it doesn't happen this for volleyball, because that's what's happened to basketball also. Third is I see now a lot of foreign coaches who are coming into PVL, and I hope these foreign coaches can transfer the knowledge to our local coaches also. This is very important, that the knowledge of our Italian, Taka is here, the Italian coach here, and all other coaches here could transfer the knowledge to our local coaches. This is very important. Our local coaches also, I think siguro si Roger na pinakamatandang coach siguro dito. But si Norman matabata pa, no? And the rest, no? I know, because these coaches, I knew them since they were still a player. But again, I'd like to acknowledge that these coaches are still there. But there is one important thing that the coaches also embark, is to teach our players the rules. Many of our players doesn't know the rules. I even asked Baji, tinanong ko kanina, what is the difference between a game captain and team captain? So he knows anong difference ng game captain and team captain. Okay. Of course, Signal here has been a strong partner, but I always request broadcast to be always careful in the video challenge. Because minsan, ang broadcast, nauna mag-broadcast bago ang nag-decide ng referee. Okay? Referee first, decide before you broadcast a video challenge. So this is just basing on my experience. But anyway, thank you, PVL, the team owners, club, coaches, and I need your support again for next year. I have given PVL the calendar for next year. It's a busy calendar because next year we are hosting the World Championships for men, and Thailand will host the World Championships for women. So this is the two big events. It will be happening in Southeast Asia for the first time. So Thailand is hosting this for the first time. Philippines is hosting for the first time with 32 teams. Okay, now, I have some few announcements. Parang ako na may press conference dito, no? Hindi na PVL. Sorry. Okay. I know there's a lot of challenges when a team, what happened a few months ago about winning a match, you know. I told Baji, as an example, if you want to win a match, don't win a match with 1 or 2 points. Even in high-level competition. Kung gusto nyo manalo, do it for 5, 6 points. Because the 1 or 2 points winning makes a big difference, especially if there are calls and they will blame the referee. Okay? So now, as one of the stronger partnership with PNBF, and our meeting with Sherwin as the commissioner, is to appoint now to put Yul Binosa, our chairman of the Referees Commission of the PNBF, to be now the referee delegate for PVL. This way, it also raised the level of our referees now in the PVL and put international referees in all the matches. The second one is that, as agreed with PVL, the PNBF will support PVL in the semifinals and finals to bring international neutral referees nearby, so Hong Kong, Thailand, for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, so that there is really a fair decision by the officiating referees. Wala namang sasabi na may bias ng first referee, they're parang Filipino. So put an international referee so there's no bias. Okay? So this is one of the innovations that the PNVIP and ABC will support PVL. The second one is I have, the PNVF made a partnership with Valley Station. Now, Valley Station now is the, now with the FABB, they elevate the data collection and competition management. Some of the teams now are availing of this software, and PNVF is there to support PVL. And I told Ricky Palou that it's better that all the teams benefits from here, from this Valley Station software. It helps a lot of the statistical analysis for the players, including the skills. Next is, as president of ABC, next year we are launching what we call the ABC Champions League. The ABC Champions League for men and women is the old club championship, okay? So I went to Japan and Korea last 2 weeks as president of ABC. Japan will host the men's Champions League, and Korea will host the Women's Champions League. So these are the top 12 club teams in Asia. And this will be the first time that the Champions League or the club championship will have a prize money of $50,000 each for all the teams divided. And I have asked Ricky Palou, PVL, because in the past we had a bad experience. We requested the club to represent the Asian club. Sasabihin walang pera. Pero hindi ako naniniwalang walang pera ang club to send a team to the Asian Club Championship. It's just siguro yung budget hindi nakasama. So, as agreed with Ricky Palou, whoever becomes the champion of the All-Filipino ba? All-Filipino will represent the Philippines and PBL to the ABC Champions League in May next year in Korea. And the club owners, wag na mag-isip ng gastos dahil gagastusin na ng PBL ang funding. So palakpakan natin yung PBL. Okay? So they will now have a budget to shoulder the expense. Whoever wins the champion, and you are allowed to bring 2 foreign players. Okay? So sa inyo na yan. Whoever wins, you have to get these 2 foreign players, but all the expenses traveling to Seoul for the ABC Champions League will be funded by the PVL. So thank you, PVL. Next, okay. Okay. Another innovation also that I told PVL is also the uniforms. No? The more logos in the uniform, it's good for the commercial value of the league. If you will see the Italian league, Polish league, or even the Japanese league now, they have a lot of logos in the uniform. So I suggest that maybe in the marketing of PVL can study this. To bring the commercial value of PVL. Okay, and the last announcement that I will recognize after many years of existence of PVL, finally, I would like to recognize and certify the Premier Volleyball League as the Philippines' #1 and only professional volleyball league in the Philippines now. So I'd like to congratulate PVL. And I'd like to give this certificate of recognition to PVL, yeah, to Ricky Palou of this as the Philippines' #1 and only professional volleyball league in the Philippines.
At this moment, may we call on stage PNBF members, Mr. Don Caringal, the Secretary General, together with board member Mr. Tony Boyliao for this historic moment. also request other members, other directors of the PVL to join us here on stage. Again, if you're just joining us here right now, the PNVF is awarding a certificate to the PVL as the first and the only professional volleyball league, and to signify the strong partnership that the PNVF has with the Premier Volleyball League.
All right, congratulations once again to PNVF and Sports Vision Partnership. And you can definitely see how crucial a partnership is, especially developing a strong and sustainable volleyball program here in our country.
It's very exciting. Mr. Cesar actually mentioned a lot of innovations for the upcoming conference and a lot of possibilities for our teams and a lot of opportunities.
Again, once again, thank you so much, Mr. Tat Suzara. Very exciting 2025 ahead, and hindi pa kasama dyan yung beach volleyball na magsisimula bukas. So a very busy 2025 for all of us. And now, it's definitely an exciting time for the PVL as well. But what does it mean to be an elite professional volleyball athlete? Well, let's take a look.
Premier Volleyball League All-Filipino Conference.
Being a champion isn't easy.
It doesn't happen overnight.
We push our limits. We fall, we rise. We soar heights. We don't just play. We don't just compete. We fight for every point. Every serve, every spike, and every dive. So in this battle of strength and skill, how eager are you to become a champion?
Wow.
Exciting.
That just sets us up for a very exciting conference, and I know all 12 teams are very much excited for this upcoming conference. Now, speaking of the 12 teams, I think it's time to introduce the 12 teams C. And to introduce them, we'll be welcoming each and every one of them up front, and we'll be asking for a quick message from one of their team members. And we'll do this alphabetically, and we'll start off, of course, with the silver medalists in the recently concluded Reinforced Conference from the Cari Chargers. Let's welcome their head coach, Mr. Takam Binoa, Ms. Faith Nesperos, Ms. Michelle Cobb, Ms. Fifi Sharma, together with their team manager, Ms. Mosey Ravenna. Please come up front and to be recognized, and we'll have a quick message from maybe Mitch.
Hello? Okay. Hi, good afternoon po to everyone. On behalf of the Akari Chargers, we'd like to just say now we're all very excited to play for the upcoming All-Filipino Conference. I know it's gonna be long and it's gonna be filled with a lot of exciting games, and we're all looking forward to it. So, yeah. Thank you po. Thank you.
All right, a quick photo op. All right, thank you so much to our Akari Chargers. Next up, we got the Capital One Solar Spikers. In attendance, we have Miss Holly Reyes, Coach Roger Gorayev, Jorel Singh, Rica Rivera, and second overall draft pick, Leila Cruz.
Good morning, everyone. Ay, dito na tayo. In behalf po sa Capital One, we are looking forward to everyone na makapaglaro kami ng exciting games and ma-feel namin yung responsibility na iniwan ni Marina, and with my teammates po, we're working very hard po na maging maayos yung games po for this upcoming games. Thank you po.
A quick photo op for the Capital One Solar Spikers. They were really shining bright in the last conference.
Definitely making an impact in the PVL.
Thank you so much, Rika, and the rest of the Capital One Solar Spikers. Now let's head on to one of the red teams in the PVL. Let's call on the Charity Go crossovers. They're here with their team manager, Mr. Aaron Velez, together with their head coach, newly minted head coach, Mr. Norman Miguel, and their team captain, Abby Maranyo. I think we'll be hearing quick words from Chang.
Good morning po. In behalf of the Cherry Tigo crossovers, we're very excited for this upcoming PVL All-Filipino Conference. And syempre, excited talaga the team because this is a new journey for us with Coach Norman, of course. And syempre, it's a long drive again because it's going to be a long conference. And for us with Cherry, it's always fun to drive. So thank you so much.
Hey!
We're very much excited for their drive to win this upcoming conference.
Magpapakotse na din ata yung Cherry Tigo in the next conference.
Meron ba siyang may pakotse ba?
All right, next team we have is, are the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, but they're still wrapping up their training camp, but we are graced here by their team manager, Sir Rolly Delfino. Sir Rolly, if you can share a few words with us here up front.
Of course, it's very exciting because let's not forget, in the last All-Filipino Conference, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans were in the finals, and they've drawn a lot of attention in the last few conferences that they've had here in the PVL. Go, Sir Rod.
Okay, good morning, guys. I'm not a player. I'm just a team owner. I'm a team manager. Okay, the team is still in their training camp. They would have loved to be here to be with everyone, but the only thing I can say is that this is going to be a long season or conference, and that's why the girls are really up in their training. And when they come back, we all look forward to a very good and competitive conference coming on. Thank you very much and have a nice morning.
Thank you so much, Sir Rolly, and we're very much excited for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans in this upcoming conference. Now let's head on to a perennial podium finisher, another red team in the PVL. Let's recognize the Signal HD Spikers. They're here with their team manager, Mr. Cubes Escol, together with their team, with their head coach rather, Mr. Shaq de los Santos, together with their captain, Ms. Ces Molina, their libero, Ms. Don Catinig, and of course, Vanny Gandler.
Hi everyone. Thank you. Joke lang. Very excited po kami na maglaro this coming conference kasi syempre coming from a podium finish, mas mataas pa yung gusto naming makamit. And I think everyone's gonna give their all, and for sure we're gonna give our best also. Let's have an awesome conference.
Wow.
Ayan, matatandaan namin yan lahat doon, ha?
Awesome.
All right, next team, we got the Creamline Cool Smashers who just arrived this morning, but we would still want to recognize that they are joining the 2024 All-Filipino Conference and our 2024 season Grand Slam champions.
Yes, of course. They're the first and only women's team that has the Grand Slam title. So very exciting how they will be able to defend not just their All-Filipino crown and if they will be able to still succeed getting consecutive wins. Now let's head on over to recognize another team. One of the movers and shakers and newcomers here in the PVL, none other than the Farm Fresh Foxies. Unfortunately, they're not with us here today, but we'll also recognize their presence as they're part of this upcoming conference.
All right, next up we got the Galleries Tower High Risers. Here with us today is their head coach, Lerma Hiron, and players Eliza Eroa, Shannon Palek, and Julia Coronel.
Hi everyone, good morning. We're very much excited and inspired from what we've shown last season, and this season we'll do whatever it takes to be on the top because we're Galleries Towers High Risers.
Okay.
Thank you so much. We're excited for the rise of the Galleries Tower High Risers.
Pagalingan ng puns dito si Engine.
Tingnan natin sinong ano.
Yung mga susunod na teams, ready nyo na yung ano
May
nyo,
apat pa naman. Now let's see how this next team will be adapting in the upcoming season of the PVL. They've gone through a lot of changes and they are the next led chameleons. They're here with their newly inducted team manager, Mr. Ronnie Magsanok, together with their head coach, Mr. Eto Guidetti, together with their players Kiara Permentilla, Janelle Marginot, and Jai Atienza. Let's welcome the next led chameleons.
We got new faces in the PVL. For the next led, it's their team manager and head coach.
Yeah, I mean, let's say buongiorno to Coach Guidetti.
Buongiorno a tutti. Good morning, everyone. We're the next led comedians, and we're very much excited for this long All-Filipino conference. We'll make sure to be very adaptive and we'll light up this conference. Thank you.
Ang keywords doon is adaptive and
yes.
lighting up this conference.
Ganon, ang galing, ang galing. Pasok.
Oo. Abangan natin yung next teams, ano yung sasabihin nila.
And again, a very exciting season ahead for the next led chameleons.
Ako matagal ko na sinabi to kay Coach Ron, hinihintay ko yung malakamillion na jersey ng next led.
Very bright na jersey.
Yung lumiliwanag sa court, nakakasilang.
Alright, we got the Angels up next. Petrogas Angel in attendance. We got their team manager, Sir Dave. We got coaches, Coach Cha, Cruz Behag, Cheese Sayet, and MJ Phillips here. Ayan, nag-iiwasan sila ng microphone. MJ, ikaw lang naman talaga.
I'm sorry because everyone wants to talk. Okay,
I see
if
that.
you notice.
We see that.
But first of all, I'd just like to inform the people here that the reason the charity cars are outracing everybody is because they put Petrogas in their tanks.
Ayun.
Well, we're excited too. Everybody's excited, it seems. But anyway, we'd like to perform much better this coming conference. It's going to be a long conference, and we're preparing as hard as everyone else. And MJ says, gas up. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, Sir Dave. And the rest of the Petrogas Angels, quick photo op now.
Ganun kasi, Z, pag angel ka, mabait ka, so medyo reserved ka dapat. Ganun. Shy type ka muna
Shy
sa
type. Okay,
Yeah.
sa court na lang silang papakita nilas.
Mababait kasi yung Angels. But thank you so much, Angels. Mga most behaved yan dati sa school. Now, let's head on over to the team with great connections. Let's check in with our PLDT home fiber high-speed hitters. And they're ready to show their speedy fight this upcoming conference. They're represented by their head coach, Mr. Alder Cafor, together with Ms. Mika Reyes, Ms. Majoy Baron, and Kath Arado, their team captain. And, of course, their team manager, ang aforementioned Mr. Baji Del Rosario.
na alam ang rules sa
Yes,
volleyball.
alam ni Sir Baji
More
ang difference ng game
importantly.
captain at team captain at game captain. I think we'll be hearing a few words from Kath. Kath, yes.
Hello po, good morning. On behalf sa PLDT High Speed Eaters po, very excited po kami and syempre itutuloy po namin yung pusong PLDT na palaban. Thank you.
Very exciting, and we're very much excited for the stronger connections that we're going to see. And we've been hearing a lot of returnees for the PLDT high-speed hitters.
All right, next up we got the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells who have beefed up their lineup for the upcoming conference. We'd like to call on Coach Rogelio Getingan and our rookie of the conference, Sharia Ancheta.
Of course, it's a very exciting upcoming conference for the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells as we hear quickly from Sharia.
Hello po, good morning po. On behalf of Zeus Thunderbells po, we're very excited po especially with Ate Job, Ate Chai, and Thea on our team po. And we're really working hard for this conference po. And I hope na madami po kami matutunan this conference. Yun na po, thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Quick photo for the last team in attendance here during our press conference. And now, to lead all the athletes into an oath of sportsmanship, let's welcome 2023 PVL Invitational Conference MVP and a member of the Signal HD Spikers, Ces Molina.
Let's raise our right hand and let's all stand up.
Let's all stand up and raise our right hand for the sports oath of sportsmanship.
I state your name, says a participant of the Premier Volleyball League, do hereby solemnly swear and agree to abide, adhere, and uphold all conditions, agreements, rules and regulations, and provisions which has been set forth by the League. As a competitor of this game, I hereby swear and agree to play the game in the highest forms and standards of discipline and sportsmanship. No matter if I win or lose, what counts most is how I conduct myself and play my game. In the spirit of belongingness, peace and community enjoyment with my teammates and other participants from other teams. I now therefore declare to preserve the tenets and precepts of a true sportswoman, in thought, in word, and in deed. So help me God.
Thank you so much, Ces. And with that, we're very much excited to the upcoming games. I hope our players are watching us on the Pilipinas Live app. It's also joined into the Oath of Sportsmanship. And
exactly.
Syempre, sportsmanship is part of the story of every athlete, and it's part of everything that we do, not just in this league, but in sports in general. Now, it's time for us to get to know more about this upcoming conference. You know, we've been mentioning earlier that this is the longest conference that you're going to be seeing for the PVL. And to give us more information about this upcoming conference and how it will be working is the newly minted chairman of the PVL Control Committee, none other than Mr. Sherwin Malonzo.
Hello. Good afternoon. So, sige. I'll just explain how this conference is going to happen. Medyo mahaba siya. We have about 103 games total, maximum, in case umabot sa dulo. But at the same time, it's gonna be, I think, more exciting. So everybody will get an opportunity to make it to the playoffs. So, yan, hindi siya, so it's a different format. So can we, show the slides? Okay, for the All-Filipino Conference, we have 5 rounds. Okay. So in this round, in these phases, we have the preliminary round, qualifying round, the quarterfinal round, semifinal round, and final round. Then we have this play-in tournament. Yan yung dagdag na excitement. So just to give an idea on how these things will flow, for the preliminary round, next slide, it's going to be a single round robin among the 12 teams. So that's 11 games per team. And then we rank them according to FIVB classification system to determine the teams ranking from 1 to 12. And then after that, we go to the qualifying round, where the number 1 team will play against the number 12 team, number 2 against 11, and so on and so forth until 6 and 7. It's a knockout game where the winners will qualify for the playoffs. So the 6 winners will move to the playoffs. And then the losing teams, they will be ranked 7 to 12 according to their finish nung preliminary round. So an example would be is if number 12 beats number 1, si number 12 magiging number 1. Pero si number 1 will not become number 12. They will become number 7. So we will rank it according to their ranking sa preliminary round to determine yung 7 to 12. So now, once we have the 7 to 12 teams, they will go through a play-in tournament. So next slide. So sa play-in tournament, it's a mini tournament between the teams na hindi na-qualify. So it's 2 groups, 7, 10, 11 in group 1, and then another group, 8, 9, 12. They will play a single round. Then the best record, the team with the best record per group will move into the quarterfinals. And then the losing teams, they will be ranked according to their ranking in the preliminary round. So yeah, so up until here, everybody has a chance to go to the playoffs round. And then yung stats lang, all the stats gathered here will not be included in the overall stats of the tournament. So it's a separate tournament. So now for the playoffs, we have the quarterfinal, final, and final rounds. So quarterfinals, it's a best of 3 series among the 8 teams. So it's going to be 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6, 4 versus 5, where the winners will move forward to the semifinal round. And then yung losing teams, they will be ranked according again to their preliminary round ranking. So from 5 to 8 yon. Then sa semifinal round, it's gonna be a single round robin again, where the top 2 teams will play for the championship, best of 3, and then the 3 and 4 team will play for second runner-up. In the event there's a tie for second place, there will be a playoff match to determine who will be second and third. Okay, basically that's it. I hope this is a bit longer than usual. Mabilis lang yung pag-explain, but the reason na humaba din siya, it's because we try to avoid teams from playing consecutive games. No, we want to give teams enough rest to recover because of the nature of our sport. No, we always jump. No, players always jump, and syempre after an intense match, you want your players to get back into shape kaagad. Pero we don't want to rush things, no, na might lead to injuries or yun nga. We want your careers to be prolonged. Yan. So yun yung isang reason why it's longer. And siguro, what made it longer also is because of the Christmas holidays. Alam naman natin, hindi mawawala ang Pasko. So, lagi tayong magsa-celebrate ng Pasko at New Year. But after that celebration, we want you guys to get back into shape. So, beginning January, we will resume. We will end by December 12 and then resume January 18. So we have a 1-month break in this conference for you guys to enjoy the holidays and get back into shape. And then we will end, the latest would be before Holy Week. So that's the Saturday before Palm Sunday. Kasi the following week, dun na babiyahe yung champion team going to Korea for the club championships. So yan. I hope everything's clear. Thank you very much, Sinjin.
Thank you so much, Chairman Sherwin Malonzo, for that informative. It's an info overload, pero we're going to kakapain natin in this upcoming conference as the 6 months will go through. Mukhang mahaba ang tatahakin. The road to the crown is going to be very difficult, Z.
And again, this is a partnership between the stakeholders that we have, the teams, the tournament organizers, to make sure that it's a sustainable volleyball program that we have here in the Philippines. All right, so it's time for some questions to our teams and also our guest panel here. We got some questions, Sinjin?
Yeah, I mean, we've opened the chat box and we did have some questions, but we open now the floor the floor to everyone who would like to ask questions, and we'll be sparingly asking some questions as well. So now the floor is open for our friends from the media and the press if they have any perennial questions for the players, the coaches, the teams, or our VIPs. There have been a lot of announcements already today. If you're going to be asking a question on the mic, please do state your name and your affiliation. Well, we'll
take it away,
take it.
Sinjin.
We'll
ask the first question.
Start usually kasi nahihiya pa yung mga tao magsimula eh. So, we'll start the question. We'll ask question for the incoming rookie setter of the Galleries Tower High Risers, Miss Julia Coronel. The question is, of course, Julia, it's your first ever PVL conference that you're going to be playing in the upcoming All-Filipino Conference, and you've just seen the format. How did you prepare? How have you prepared for this upcoming conference and your first professional season?
Thank you, first of all, for that wonderful question. Pero I would say since I've been training with the team for 1.5 months pa lang, yung preparation ko, I would say, has been going well naman, and I've been connecting well with my teammates, and I'm just really excited for this upcoming conference, considering it as my rookie conference. And so I'm ready to showcase my talents, and I'm ready to see what the team can bring to the PVL.
Very exciting, Julian. We're very much excited as to the role that you'll be playing for the Galleries Tower High Risers.
I guess we got another question to the returning players of the Akari Chargers. We got Fifi, Sharma, and Faith. Katulad ng iba, na-miss namin kayo in the last PVL conference as you suited up for the Alas Pilipinas duties. Can you tell us a little bit more of what can you contribute to this upcoming conference, especially that the team has gotten the silver medal?
I feel like the best thing we can contribute to the league and most importantly to our team is the experience we got playing for the national team. Faith, ikaw na.
I guess sharing what we learned and like more than sharing, showing what we've learned from the teams that we played, but also with our teammates that we played with who are here with us today as well.
All right, thank you, ladies.
And now we'll head on over to our Charity Go crossovers. Let's ask about the new system that Coach Norman is bringing in. How different is it from the previous system, and what can we expect with the shake-ups that's happening with Charity Go? Coach or Chang, who wants to answer?
Good morning. I think I have the same system with the previous one. So, but right now, I'm in the process of establishing connection pa sa relationship with the players. So, luckily, nararamdaman ko naman din yung support nila, and I'm honored that I'm part of this club team. And nakikita ko naman na all of them are, stepping up for this conference. We know that's going to be a long conference. So yun, happy naman.
Na-mention ni Coach yung happy. Isa sa mga goal ng team namin ngayon ay maging masaya kami. Because when you're happy, you were able to really execute your optimum performance. So yun lang. Thank you.
And happiness will be your drive in this upcoming conference.
Yun ang gas nila. Ayan. We also got some questions for Capital One. So Coach Roger, Miss Holly, Leila, please feel free to answer the question. How will the team sustain the intensity that Marina has brought in the Solar Spikers?
So the question is directed to either Coach Roger or Leila.
Si Leila na
Leila
lang.
na
Ayan,
lang.
ipasa natin kay Leila.
Leila, yung mic
Wala
nasa
kang choice, Leila.
Yung Leila?
Sagutin mo na. O pala si
Let's
Eugene
repeat
eh.
the question. The question, how will you sustain? How will you be able to sustain the performance of Capital One and the intensity given na wala na nga yung foreign guest player?
Okay, ako na lang sasagot kasi natapunan na sila ng tubig. The intensity sa training, we always keep that drive always from Marina. Yung leadership niya, tsaka yung skills niya na bring niya last conference. Hanggang ngayon, kinukontinue pa din ng mga bata. She set a good example and he gave a higher bar of experience sa team ng Capital One. So hopefully, this coming conference, we can show it again. Thank you.
Now I think Z will move on to a quick question from our Presscon president.
Hi, I'm Lance Kawili from Inquirer. To our coaches po, ano lang po yung reaction and paano nyo inanda yung team knowing na bago yung format natin na magra-run ng 6 months?
Unahin na natin ang ating coach dito, Coach Rald Ricafort.
Yes.
Ayan.
Coach Rald, paano kayo, how different nga ba ang preparation for a 6-month season?
Kailangan maging priority siguro yung health ng players. So, para ma-sustain namin yung tournament ng mahaba nga. And, yun nga, since mahaba siya, regardless kung ano yung simula or kalagitnaan ng maging record namin, kailangan ilaban namin all throughout. Yan lang. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach Rald. I think let's try to echo that question to Coach Shaq. Coach Shaq, paano po kayo nag-prepare for a very long conference? Or paano kayo nag-prepare ngayon? Dahil mahaba yung conference. Tanong ni Sir Lance.
Actually, tinutuloy lang namin yung program namin hanggang sa ma-adapt yung system na meron kami. And right now, happy ako sa mga players namin kasi 100% kinukumit nila ang sarili nila. And I think yung haba ng liga magiging better para sa amin kasi meron kaming time para mag-recover and magkaroon ng game plan para sa mga kalabanan. And thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach Shaq, for that wonderful answer. And let's check in with
TM, Coach
Ronnie
Ronnie Magsano.
Magsano. How
Same question?
Same question. How different is the preparation given that it's an extended conference?
NextNet has brought in a new coach in Coach Ettore. So far, what Coach Ettore has been running for the team is geared towards the 6-month-long competition. So I guess it's all about what the two previous coaches said earlier. It's all about a complete lineup moving forward. That's one. And number two, keeping in step with what lies ahead. All the challenges, all the teams will be facing, and that's what all the players will also be looking at moving forward.
Thank you so much, Coach Ronnie. Who is the team manager, to be clear? Baka kasi isipin ng mga tao, nagva-volleyball na si Coach Ronnie.
Tita Mosey, do you also would like to
share a comment about
Nakatalikod ka
this?
pa sa
Yeah.
amin, nagtatago ka ha. Sorry, may mic po tayo.
Yes.
Well, it's really, I think it's really up to Coach Taka. A long conference entails, syempre, yung strength and conditioning rin. It takes a lot of, it's different. I think the way I see it now, iba rin yung preparation na ginagawa ni Coach Taka. And tama rin na dapat health-wise, lagi healthy yung players. Generally, as a manager naman, you just make sure that they're protected and siguro the needs are always there. But coaching and the rest is up to the head coach. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tita Mos. I think we have another question coming in here from our friends from the press. I think we have Sir Mark
Sir Mark.
Escarlote.
To Sir Tats and Sir Ricky. Kasi by partnership kayo pagdating sa officiating na. So, paano ito makakatulong para ma-improve yung officiating natin sa league? Especially the past conference, may mga ilang issues din about it. And then, can you talk about more dun sa, sinasabi nyo nga, Sir Tats kanina, about dun sa may video challenge na unahin muna yung sa mga referees bago ilabas sa broadcast.
Thank you, Mark. The rule says for video challenge, before showing the video, is the decision of the referee first. Now, I suggested to Sherwin and to Mr. Palu, the challenge referee should work more, no? Sa FIVB kasi ang challenge referee pupunta sa dalawang head coach to have a clear kung ano ba talaga ang challenge. Kasi minsan yung, what do you do ba sa PVL? May board? May papel? May papel, no? So, to have a clear definition, what is the challenge? And then the challenge referee informs the first referee. I know my headset na. Now, another suggestion to PVL, if there is a doubt on the video challenge, the referee can announce to the public, kaya naka-microphone yan, kung ano yung decision ng referee. Kasi there are video challenges that are inconclusive, no? So, again, there's misunderstanding about the PLDT Akari, no? And I think the fans need to know the real rules, no? Because sometimes the fans, they just need to comment on panalo to, talo to. And at the end of the day, our product here are the players, no? We should protect our players. This is very important, no matter what. And we should protect our players because they are the product of the league itself. They are shown on television. Of course, the fans are there also. So if you don't correct the fans, you need to educate the fans also. Because sometimes ang fans, ang alam na nila sino ang lamang, sino ang hindi lamang. But the rules itself, kung inconclusive ang video, then that's the time the referee, normally sa FIVB, the referee calls nagaganyan para ma-announce niya ano ang decision ng first referee. So, I think Signal knows about that. The referee whistles first, kaninong side, and then the video can be shown. But I heard that there's also a monitor for the other. And both teams can do their challenges also. So that's the very purpose of the challenge. The second, the referee. Okay, in the past kasi, PVL requests referees sa PNBF, no? It will depend. It might not be the best referees ng PNBF, but this time, to erase a lot of doubts, no, of the officiating. Because at the end of the day, masisisi din ang referee. Ganun naman eh. Pag talo ang team, referee sisisihin. Pag panalo ang team, ang coach ang panaloin or the players itself. So it has to have a balance, no? And as much as possible, we request the referees as much as possible not to give a red card. Not necessary. Hanggang yellow card lang because it looks so bad to have a red card in the competition. So as much as possible. So this is the very reason now that we have a stronger partnership with PVL that we would like to recommend the following referees for such competition. Para ano. And of course, we need to also to do a refresher course with our referees also. Kasi time to time, nagbabago din yan eh. So there are some new rules, especially now for the Congress of FIB, there are new rules again. And we want PVL to adopt this rule. So this is my suggestion to PVL itself. Tama ba, Mark? That answers the question? Okay.
In addition to that, we really like to make sure that the rules and regulations of the game of volleyball will be understood by especially the coaches and the players and the team officials. No? In line with this, we're conducting a technical workshop tomorrow. We've invited the coaches and at least the captain balls of all the teams, and if the managers want to attend, they're welcome. So that here all the rules and regulations of the games of volleyball will be better explained to everybody. So at least everybody will get a better understanding of the rules and regulations of the game of volleyball.
I'd like to add lang, no? I asked PBL kasi kung merong protest fee ang teams. And apparently, wala, no? So in high competitions, in club competitions, the protest fee is important, but there should be a fee, non-refundable. And it should be expensive, no? Should be at least minimum $500 or 25,000 pesos. Why? Because it takes a lot of discussion kung babaan mo ang protest fee. Okay? Now, in order to protest, make sure that the team captain doesn't sign the score sheet. If the team captain signs a score sheet, wala nang protest yun. So I suggested to President Palu and Commissioner Sherwin that to implement, I don't know, it's not in the rules, but in order to protest, you should pay first. Bayad muna bago kayo asikasuhin. Pay 25,000 first para ma-entertain ang protest ninyo. But unless the team captain signs the score sheet, it means wala ng protest. If the team captain, if you want to really file a protest, don't sign the score sheet and put a comment why you are questioning this. And then the commissioner will call for a judges conference, calling the two coaches, then that's the time you can make a decision. So these things has to be clear on the rule on the FIVB. If you want to sign the score sheet, wala ng protest. And also in the technical meeting, whatever decision in the general technical meeting, tapos na. You cannot ask questions anymore. That after the technical meeting, all the rules has been explained. After pag nag-start ng competition, saka ka pala magtatanong. So no more questions asked. In FIBB, after the technical meeting, isa-isahin. That's why I asked Commissioner to ask each team manager or head coach kung may question kayo sa rules. Kung wala lang kayong question, hindi na kayo pwede magtanong pag nag-start na ang competition. That is the basic rule ng FIB competition. So these things are Again, it needs a lot of understanding of the rules. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir Tats, for that masterclass on the rules. Now, we'll have a quick question for the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells. Coach or Sharia, madaming nadagdag sa team ninyo at mukhang very exciting itong upcoming conference dahil may veterano na tsaka may mga bata na magsasama. Anong difference sa outlook ninyo in this upcoming conference? Or gaano kayo ka-excited for this upcoming conference?
Good morning po sa inyo lahat. So, dumating na nga po yung mga nadagdag sa amin. So, excited po lahat kasi parang sila yung mag-lead sa team kasi puro bata po yung mga nasa team ng Zeus. So, yun nga po, excited po lahat na sa upcoming games po.
Thank you so much, Coach. And we're very much excited dun sa bagong itsura ng Thunderbells. Paano ba sila mag-shock and magza-zap in this upcoming conference?
Okay, para naman fair, let's ask the Petrogas Angels also. MJ, huy. MJ, I remember last year you flew out to play in Korea about around this time of the year. And this year, 2024, you're back in Manila playing that long of a conference also. Like, what have you learned playing that long of a conference abroad, and now that it's applied here, what can you share to your teammates?
Just take care of your body really well. It's a very long conference, so if you feel pain or something, don't shy away from telling your PTs or any of that you're feeling pain. Because if you continue, you're just going to keep getting injured. So, yeah.
So health is definitely a priority. And I remember we've had the high-speed hitters over at the starting lineup, and everybody's excited about the returnees, Kiana D, Savi Davison as well, and the Farm Fresh Foxies returnees as well, Jupina de la Cruz, Lorraine Turing. So very exciting conference ahead of us.
Speaking of very exciting conference, I think we do have more questions from our friends from the press. Yes, go ahead. Name and affiliation, please.
Good morning po. John Mark Garcia from Spin.ph. So for Sir Ricky, Com, or Sir Tats. In that match last season during the reinforced conference, I guess one of the things that also surfaced po is yung timeliness of conveying the call for the TV audience or for the public po. And I guess my question would be, moving forward po, how does the PVL plan to also relay such calls in real time and to make the general public understand po siguro yung certain technicalities that might not be common knowledge for fans, like, for example, that in particular the net touch concern, that there are two sides to it, it's not like a clear net touch. So how can the PVL clearly relay that and as efficiently as possible po in the games moving forward for this season? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the question. Bale, as mentioned earlier, that the referee delegate, Yul Benosa, will be assisting us in these things. So including the protocols with regards to video challenge and the timeliness of the decision. So basically, one thing that Sir Tats mentioned is about this the first referee explaining the decisions made. Siguro, if an event happens again, what will happen is the first referee, in coordination with the video challenge referee, will review the footage, and then the video challenge referee will relay his interpretation of what happened to the first referee, where the first referee will then give his decision, who to award the ball, and explain what happened. So we'll be giving the first referee, a mic, so that the audience can understand why the decision has been made. Because there are certain rules talaga that's a bit complicated. So it's best that a technical person explain it to the public and to the teams. So hopefully this year ma-address namin lahat 'yon.
Thank you so much. I hope that answers your question, Mark. Thank you. We're calling on for last questions. But before that, I think we'd like to hear for another team that's represented here quickly. Lastly, we'd like to hear from Sir Rolly. Sir Rolly, you're on the training camp right now. How different is this upcoming conference going to be for you, especially since Maddie is not already or will not be with Chocomucho in this upcoming season as she's playing in Japan? There you go. Okay, we're just... There you go.
Hello. Okay. Thanks, Jin. Well, the philosophy of our team remains to be the same, no, for the past 5 years. If ever, we are more concentrated now on the three things that we normally do. Basically on the skills part. Definitely the conditioning would be most important in a long conference. But the other thing that we have also instituted last conference would be the mental health and mental conditioning of our players. More and more it's becoming important considering that the focus will have to be 0 in 100% for 6 months. So that's something that we've been institutionalizing with the team. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir Rolly. I know sports psychology has been a very big deal, especially in Philippine sports recently. I think we have another question here coming from Sir Joey.
Hi, good morning. First of all, I would like to congratulate PBL and the PNBF for uniting for Philippine volleyball because it's been a while na sinasabi nila na sumisikat na yung volleyball sa Pilipinas pero hindi pa nagtatranslate sa international. Hopefully, this is the start of something bigger for Philippine volleyball. But my question is for Miko Halili, my friend from way back. Since the PBL has changed its format in a bigger way, ang signal ba or ang TV will have some innovation also?
Thank you, kaibigang Joey. Yes, we go way back. You just revealed our age, my friend. Thank you for that question. In terms of innovation, I think our commitment as Signal to our partners, whether it's Sports Vision PVL, whether it's with ALAS and PNVF, is always continued innovation. We always study how to deliver the best kind of stories in the best kind of way. Even in instances wherein there is a challenge to explain complicated rules or concepts, kami din inaaral namin yan to ensure that the next time it happens, we will also be in a very good position to educate the fans of the leagues that we cover. I think one of our continuous innovations has been helping athletes tell their own stories, helping uncover or reveal the talents of athletes. So I look around this room and we find fulfillment in unlocking the talents of athletes like Chang Abi, who's one of our athlete co-hosts on our show Starting Lineup. Even training future broadcasters like Julia Coronel, we believe has very great potential in becoming a broadcaster very, very soon. I don't know why we keep showing our Baji on TV. Ang dami niyang camera exposure. Baka dapat bigyan na rin namin siya ng show someday. Our own player on Signal, si Idol Says, we've offered her a 2-hour prime time siya. Ayaw. Because she is camera shy. Ha? Pero we're trying our best and sana balang araw pagbigyan niya kami. Fifi Sharma is already one of our hosts. She has a show on Pilipinas Live already. Mitch Cobb will also be a future broadcaster. She's also undergoing training as well. So, ganyan po ang commitment namin to continuous innovations. So, apart from covering them, whether they're in ALAS or they're in the PVL,
we also want to discover, the different side of our athletes, to tell their stories, whether they're Eliza, who has her own show on Pilipinas Live, Tots Carlos, also with their own show. Pero naniniwala kami, marami pa sa mga players dito untapped, hindi pa nadi-discover, and we cannot wait to unleash their other skills and talents on our many platforms. So, Joy, maraming salamat sa tanong. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir Miko. Actually, Sir Miko, si Coach Shaq daw yung tinututukan ng camera. Gusto daw ni Coach Shaq ng 2-hour special entitled Shock the World.
Papaalam na daw, Coach, ha? Ready ka na.
Okay. If that's the case, I think we'll be wrapping it off if we don't have any more questions from our friends from the media that's present here. We're going once, going twice, and that's it. We're sold. And we're going on for a quick photo op. Now, may we invite all the players to come up front, in front of the stage to stand there. Meanwhile, all the team officials and coaches to stand behind our VIPs here upstage. Again, may we ask everyone for a quick photo opportunity moment. Team officials up here on the stage, players downstage in front of the VIPs.
So, come on down. Zeus Coffee, Petrogas, Cherry Tigo, Galleries, Capital One. Sir Rolly also.
Sir Rolly, please do join us here upstage. Coach Ronnie, please do
Ronnie,
join us
Tita
together
Mosey.
with Tita Mosey.
May the coaches and team managers stand in front. Ayan na si
Yes.
Coach Shaq.
Coach Shaq, please do
Take
join.
over na siya today. Ayan. Sir Don?
Sir Don?
Sir Tony?
Sir Tony, Miss Rhea,
And our
Miss
friends
Eleanor.
from Pen 1, Sir Fred. He can
Please.
join us also in front for the photo op. Sino Miss Rhea? Ayan, Miss Rhea and Miss Eleanor.
Okay, compress pa guys. Compress pa.
Dikit pa po. Closer, tight, one big happy family.
Wait lang.
Tighter po. Some of the players pwede po sa harap. Ano, mga libero lang yung bumaba?
Yeah, pwede po umupo yung iba para
Liza.
magkasya lahat.
Yung mga
Yan.
okay
Thank
pa
you.
yung
Mga
tuhod
libero na sa
daw.
baba daw. Closer
Okay,
pa po.
Ready? And 3, 2, smile.
Yay.
Everyone smile. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Smile,
Careful.
smile. Up. 1, 2, 3. Smile. And
Maglalaro yata ulit si Tita Mose kasi nasa players
Player
siya.
siya eh.
Yeah.
one more. And 3, 2, smile.
And this just signifies a very exciting conference. You know, it's really fun, Z, to have a moment of bringing everyone together.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, everyone. Very exciting moments ahead as we have everyone here on stage. And that's it. See, it's another exciting conference that we have coming right ahead.
All right, we just like to remind everybody that the Premier Volleyball League will start on November 9, and mark your calendars That will be the All-Filipino Conference. That will run for 6 months.
Yes, and very much excited for that. She's Zihar Vasho, by the way, and I'm Sinjin Reyes. And on behalf of the folks from Sports Vision, the PVL, and Signal TV, we'd like to thank you for joining us here at the 2024-2025 PVL Press Conference exclusively on the Pilipinas Live app. Thank you so much, everybody.
All right, it's time to eat lunch.
Lunch is
12:30 na.
served.